Hi, I'm Jack,
And I'm Garrett.
and we're going to talk about Kata Containers. So, Kata Containers is an open source container runtime, and it looks to have the goal of offering the speed of containers while still keeping the security of virtual machines. Um, and what is a container runtime? Uh, well, it provides the ability to containerize services or sandbox them. Um, and there's a few benefits to doing this, but effectively it allows services to not interact with each other, the host system. And a scenario where this can be beneficial is if an attacker gains full control of a service, it can't leverage that to then attack the host system or attack other services on the same system. So it provides a layer of security, and it can minimize the disaster of an attack. Um, and to talk more about Kata's development, Kata is an open source project, and it has contributors from all across the world. And because of this, communication is primarily asynchronous, done through things like their Slack channel. Um, Another place where discussion takes place is their GitHub, where the code for the project itself is actually hosted. An example of this can be seen in the process of getting new code merged, where a pull request needs to be made, and then underneath the pull request, discussion takes place over changes that need to be made, if it's necessary or not, and whatnot. And after discussion takes place, maintainers can then check the pull request is good, and new code can be added.
Well, the primary goal for our team was to improve the unit test coverage for some particular files from the project. These files were picked out by the maintainers of Kata containers, and they were picked off based on their importance as well as the existing code coverage that they had. Some secondary goals we had were to fix any of the bugs we found, as well as just improve the code quality overall. The project management side of things, we met with our clients once per week. We worked with the community when we submitted our pull requests and read the reviews, and we spent a significant amount of time getting familiar with Rust and Kata containers itself. And Rust is the language that Kata is built on, and Kata containers is a very well established project already. So on the left side is an example of one of our unit tests. It's written in this table-driven approach, which allows it to be scaled really easily. And on the right side is an example of one of our pull requests, as well as the reviews and the continuous integration checks that it has to pass in order to be merged. So our results, our main goal was to increase the unit test coverage by around 20% on as many files as we could. And we achieved that, other than some files obviously could not be increased by 20%. They're already above 80. And it's important to note that these numbers here do not include tests that require privileges to run. Some of the functions also were previously covered without their own dedicated tests, and those are also not included. And the other improvements that we made are not in these numbers either. Thank you.